Alright, I made a good sale, so I want to do a best sale of the week video. It's a pennant. State University of New York at Buffalo, 1846 vintage felt pennant. I bought this pennant with a bunch of other pennants. I don't know how many I bought, but I just bought them all. I think I spent about 150, and I might have gotten about 75 or so. Most of them weren't worth very much, but I did get a nice assortment of older ones. This is actually the first one I sold for decent money on eBay. I did sell another one, but it wasn't $100, and that's why I'm doing this one, $99.99. I like to just do best sell of the week videos at 100 and up. And this is one. I literally bought this about 2 years ago. I bought it, like, and then AJ was like, hey, can I sell these for you, you know, and I was, like, busy. So I said, yeah, go ahead, dude. And he listed them, but you know, stuff like this takes a while to sell, and he had a lot that listed. Like I said, the ones that weren't worth that much, I just took to flea markets and was selling them for, I would say, $10 and less, and mostly less. When I finally got down to it, I was like, just here, give me $1 and take what was left, right? I think next time what I might just do is just photograph them and put them all online. They're cheap to ship. You know, even this one I sent a priority because $100 insurance is included. I just rolled it up in some bubble and stuck it in a tube or kind of a square box, and it was like $7, you know, with insurance, because they're so light. I actually could have shipped it first class. If this had sold for, like, I don't know, maybe 15 or 20 or even 25, I still could have shipped it for like $5 or so. They're very, very light, you know. So anyway, here, I'll just show bigger pictures of it. This one was in pretty good shape. Some of the other ones I have pinholes and stains. I mean, you could see over here, the felt, the stitching is separating a little bit. I don't know when this one's from, but usually the ones that are worth the most money are the felt ones. Let me see if I can just... Okay. Oh, there it is. I was looking for the little arrow. That's just a close-up, a closer up, and even closer. See, what I was doing in the photos, I was just showing how the stitching was and that there was no stains, or if there was stains, or pinholes. Like here, I showed over here, there's a little yellow stain, and then I showed that this was pretty good, and then I showed the tip was pretty good, and then I showed the back, you know. I used up all my photos. I showed the whole thing. And the good thing about eBay is you can zoom in and check details. So anyway, that was pretty good sale for me. And like I said, I know I probably got my money back or something on what I paid, but this definitely has put me over the top for sure. And now I'm in the money zone. And but to be honest, so I think I bought these like 2 years ago, Marie, something like that. Like I bought them, yeah, like a long time ago. And I bought them around Christmas, so I think it was less than two years, because it was at a flea market that we do, that always does it in the winter or during the holidays. All right, since I'm here, I might as well show some other interesting sales I had. Let me just get over here. Okay, here's a bronze coin. I bought these bronze coins, like, oh my God, I don't even know how many years ago, like maybe 6 to 8 years ago. And I never did anything with them. I just said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna list these at some point." And then I went on vacation to visit my mom's in Florida, and I said, "You know what? I got all these bronze medallion coins. Let me just put them on." And while I was down there, I sold several of them, and then and some of them I sold for not too expensive, and some went for over 100. I think one even went for near 200. Right? When the rest didn't sell, I was like, a lot of them I couldn't find stats on, so I said, you know what, I'm just going to make them $50 a pop, because it seems to me that if people want these, they're willing to spend $50 a pop. And this one, I don't really know why someone would want this, you know. Ironic, duty, honor, courage. Well, it's definitely vintage. I don't think it's really old. I'm thinking like maybe something like the 60s or 70s. I don't see a date on it anywhere. Let me go through it again, see if I find a date. I'm kind of looking through the back of my camera. No, And you could see there was wear to the, usually at the bronze, I think it's bronze with a gold wash. There's definitely wear to that. But still, $50. If you see these, you know, the price range can be all over the place. I actually sold one of them to a gallery that specializes in these, and I found out just because they had the name of them as the buyer. So I followed him on Facebook, and you know, but I never really look at them anyway. I just, although maybe I can learn something, but I don't. I really don't. You know. Here's something interesting. This is an as-is spray, Daryll perfume spray mist, 2.4 ounces, 90% fill. The reason I said as-is, I sold this for $90. Daryll is usually pretty good. It's one of the ones that you have to look out for. Don't remember what I paid for it. Let me just see how long I had this. Well, you know what? I didn't have it list. Okay, I never listed it because as is, the problem I had with it was the pump didn't work, and the pump didn't work right. What, did he just eat a little girl? What are we watching?
It's a little boy.
A little boy. What are we watching? Is Devil May Cry or whatever?
No, it's you left the case over there. It's Amon, A-M-O-N.
Oh, Amon. We're like watching Amon, some anime, because somebody asked us if the DVD had subtitles,
for a friend.
And we're selling it for a friend.
And it's like old anime, I guess.
Yeah, you can tell because the square format.
Make no difference.
Right.
It's freaking violent and gory.
Oh yeah, it's pretty bad. There's like a bunch of a weird thing. Oh, they just sliced that guy up like salami. I'm not even gonna. So anyway, that guy like fishy,
and
like
the English, it makes no
spidery
sense.
leg heads. Yeah, because it's bad dub. It's bad translation. So anyway, back to this. The reason that we're watching Amon.
Are you guys watching Devilman?
No, Amon.
Yeah,
that's Devilman.
Oh, is it?
How'd you guys get to
You are said to be strongest one among your group. The strongest one among your...
The English subtitles make no sense.
Yeah, it's my turn to treat you.
And it's so freaking gory.
Yeah, it's an OVA.
He was eating like babies.
OVAs are like...
Over the top.
They didn't show it on TV. It's straight to video.
I'm doing a video here,
yeah,
so people...
He just ate a little kid.
Can I explain it, please?
Go ahead. OVAs, they didn't show on TV, they went straight to video.
They don't show it on TV, it goes straight to video or straight to DVD.
Yeah.
So it could literally be anything. It can be as gory as you want. It's like when a movie is like unrated.
Yeah.
It's either because it's
well,
horrible,
like now he's got legs. He had eaten his legs before.
Oh, they grew back. Cool.
It's either because the movie is terrible and it goes straight to DVD, or because it's like so disgusting
and violent and
either
whatever.
Sexually or violently.
Yeah.
Oh, they ripped one lady's boobs off and ate that.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty. All right. So anyway, the reason that this is as is because whenever you pump the spray, right, it would leak a little bit out. So I wrote in the description. Let me see what I wrote. I like to do big giant letters in my description, so it's like there's no missing it. But I said I'm saying the cologne is as is and selling it with no returns because even though the spray works, when you press it, it also leaks when you press it. I don't know if it is possible to repair or replace the spray, but I'm assuming that whoever buys the cologne is going to either accept the leaking when it sprays or transfer the fragrance to another perfume bottle. I think if this were perfect, it would be like a $200 perfume. So for $100, it leaks a little, whatever. All right, let me go to some other sales I had now. Okay, so I showed this. This is my sale of the week, I guess, or whatever. And I'll show some. Oh, here's a vintage brass pagoda temple gong bell. $28.99. It's kind of cool. Wasn't too big. It was about like I don't know, about maybe 6 inches tall. And the lady offered me $22 on it, but I was like, nah, because it's gonna weigh more than a pound. And literally when I packed this up, it weighed a little over a pound. It cost me $10 to ship this. $10 gone straight off on shipping, leaving me only $18.99 as profit. Hey, you remember what we paid for that bill?
What?
Do you remember what we paid for the bell? Was it really cheap? That we just sold?
$1.
Oh, okay, cool. So then we made a lot of money on that. Not a lot, but it was mostly profit. Here's a vintage silver. I don't even think it's not sterling. It's just silver and enamel. Oh, maybe it is. You know what it is? It's probably not marked as sterling, but $24.99. Just a pretty pin. Rosas de Portugal filigree and enamel bow pin. $24.99. Not bad. And let's just keep going. Oh, I bought these at a sale. They had like 8 of these talisman dusting powders. Now, if you don't know, vintage powders can sell just like vintage lotions, vintage colognes, vintage perfumes, but vintage powders can sell. Hopefully this one doesn't have asbestos, like, what is it? What's the baby powder everybody used? Johnson & Johnson? That everybody's suing.
Asbestos.
Well, everybody's suing because you're getting, like, cancer and stuff.
Talc is not
Yeah,
healthy
talc.
for you to breathe
No,
in.
I think they had asbestos in it. I think, but whatever. Anyway, $35. I still have 7 of them left. I don't know what I paid for them. I think I paid like $3 each. Maybe as much as $5 each. $3 to $5 each. So selling one does not pay for them all, but it's getting there. But it's a vintage powder. It took me a while to actually, let me see how long I've had that listed. It took me a while to sell it. Just click it again. I had it for a while. About a year. All right. That's like we got the Japanese in the background. Oh, this is pretty. This is like just a collar necklace with, I guess the NWT, new with tags, Park Lane E, red carpet black waterfall fringe and rhinestone necklace. I'm not familiar with Park Lane E. I guess Marie just was drawn to the necklace and liked it. $50. Designer jewelry sells. That's pretty straightforward. Okay, here we go. Oh, so this sterling silver necklace, sterling is way up, 67 grams. So in scrap alone, this would be, I think sterling is around $30 an ounce or something. I don't even know. I haven't checked. So this would be at least $60 in scrap, $124.99. We got, I guess, twice scrap minus fees and shipping and stuff like that. Just a nice long sterling necklace. Let me just show the beads. They're very pretty. They're kind of like a twisted ball. Like this. I guess it's not a design or anything. It's just a pretty necklace. Someone liked it. They probably like the length or the design of the beads. All right. Let's just keep going for a little bit. Assassin's Creed 4. Out of all the Assassin's Creed games, most of them aren't worth listing on eBay. They only sell for like maybe $5 or so for PS3. This one sells at 10, so I put it at 10. I don't really sell PS3 games for very much at this shop, or there isn't much interest for them just yet. So I've just been like, wow, they're cutting everybody's heads off, right? Now, what did she do? Is she a demon or like a...
That was the first girl.
Well, I'm not really watching. I'm just, I just all of a sudden like a guy's holding someone's head. All right, keep on going. This was an interesting sale. Made in Finland, Itala, a Savoy white art glass vase designed by Alvar Aalto. Right, $75. Do you think they could have gone for more, like maybe $90 or so, or something like that? The Aalto vase.
Huh?
The Aalto vase. You think it could have gone for more, or 75 was like? Do people have it listed for a lot more?
I don't remember.
The whatchamacallit one.
No, I know what you're talking about. I don't remember.
Okay. Well, we got $75 for it. I know I paid about $5 at an estate sale or a yard sale.
I didn't even see you buy it. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. That's one of the things. I was like, oh, this is a Itala glass. I'll buy this. Itala glass is popular. People like it. It does well. So there it is. Kind of a cool vase. Kind of a cool design. I'm sorry, I'm tired. A famous designer and a famous design. $75. Nice, right? If you see Itala glass, it's not a lot. Pick it up. Not all of it sells for big money. This particular piece did fairly well for us. Here are some vintage 1950s Planters Mr. Peanuts oil and vinegar cruet bottles with tops. $61.99. Where'd you start them? At $50?
What?
The Mr. Peanut cruets, where'd you start them? $50?
No, I started them at 40.
Wow, so they went up like $21.99.
Because it had it had a crack.
Yeah, and
a
some flakes.
Crack, and it had one little surface chip.
Yeah. Now the fun,
They've sold for over 100.
Yeah.
Like 108 or something
but
like that.
we
That
didn't
one
pay
I
much for
remember.
them, so I was like, I
don't
know it
even
has
remember
problems.
buying
Just
them,
ditch them. I think I bought them. If you don't remember buying them, I probably bought them.
No, I think we got. It's like weird.
Well, I know we bought them together, but all right. Oh, here's okay. If you see scarves for cheap, just go ahead and pick them up. They ship for like, you could just roll them up, stick them in a box or a padded envelope, and ship them for like $4. So this one was a Vera, vintage Vera Newman, 100% acetate. I guess it didn't have any problems with it. The Vera scarves can sell from, I guess, like 12 to, I don't know, 12 and up, something like that, depending on how large they are in the design. That was a large one. Now let me just keep going because I don't think I've shown any of these. Let's see. Beautiful handmade red. Oh, this kind of did well. This is just. Am I going to say that this is the most we ever sold a single Lucinda pin for? $32.99.
No, I had a Halloween one and I think it went for like 50.
Serious? Wow.
I
No, we got
I don't
32.
remember. It was
That this is very unusual for Lucinda pins. Usually they sell for about $8 or so. We usually lot them, but Marie thought that this one would do well on its own, so she listed by itself, and I believe it got multiple bids, and it sold for what it sold for. Just a nice chain tassel necklace, $20, no big deal. Not a designer. People who like tassel jewelry bought it to wear. Rescue Heroes. Most of them don't sell for very much, but it ships for $5 or so. At a flea market, these are very hard for me to sell. I usually get a few dollars. I just haven't had room for them, so I just grabbed some and threw them on. $15. I probably made like $8 on it, after shipping and fees and stuff like that. Tiger Woods. Oh, this is a sealed Tiger Woods game. This was now. The plastic wasn't perfect. I listed this and sold it immediately, like moments later, and I had placed it at half price of the next person up. They had theirs for $20. Now there's a billion Tiger Woods games on eBay, so starting at like $4 or something like that. So I said I'll just make it $10, and it sold immediately. So I was happy because it would never sell for me at a flea market or store or convention or anywhere like that. Thank you, eBay, for that small sale. Dragon Ball Z, Xbox 360 game, $11.99. No big deal. But again, I'm not really selling Xbox 360 games very well just yet. I don't have like a lot of buyers for that. We are a new store, and at the flea market, they're a tough sell. I can sell Xbox 360 games for like $5 or so at the flea markets, but anything more than $5, and it's a no. $12.99. It's a silver plate spoon. It's a little tiny. It's actually it was really small, and it says a handle cream sauce ladle, but this thing, the ladle part was about the size of a quarter, I think. I'm not really sure what it was for ladling. That teeny little ladle, what was that for, Marie?
That's a cream ladle or a sauce ladle.
Okay, so I guess if you have to put a teeny...
It's like if you're having a fancy dinner party or a brunch or something, and you have a little saucer of like a raspberry sauce.
Right, so it's not like a gravy thing.
No, it's more for like a cream or
like you said, probably it's
sauce.
raspberry sauce. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
It's for fancy, when you're being fancy.
Hey, look at me, I'm fancy. I'm only gonna give you a little bit of sauce. Here's just a Joan Rivers pen. $25. Joan Rivers stuff sells. Joan Rivers famous for doing reproductions of Fabergé jewelry and other really well designed jewelry. Yeah, her stuff though is kind of like on the cheap side, but people seem to like it. Ooh, his buttocks. Good thing he didn't roll over. All right, Tony Hawk's Proving Ground. Tony Hawk's games have risen a little bit in value. They weren't worth very much, but now most times you can put them on eBay and they're worth 10 or so. Not all of them. Now that I am not just stuck in the house because of the pandemic. During the pandemic, I was just I was like, I got all these stupid games. I'm just gonna put them all on eBay. Now that I'm not, and I can have people come to the shop and stuff like that, or go to flea markets. I'm bundling BS games. You know, I leave some at the shop, so somebody comes in and goes, "Oh, I want to play this game." They can buy it for like $5, and or less. But I'm still putting games on eBay, but mostly around $10. So, oh wow, we sold one of the Santa banks. I didn't even realize that. Was that an auction or?
It wasn't one of the Santa banks.
Oh, right, it's the
It
light.
was the hard plastic.
Okay, this I bought for almost nothing. With all the Hess trucks, when I bought all the Hess trucks, it's one of the things I threw in the box. And no, actually, I asked the guy, how much is this? And he was like, I don't know, $1. So I was like, okay, cool. These hard plastic Santas can do well. This one was light, and it was probably about like 10 inches tall. $40, not bad, right? Pretty cool. There it is. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, I think I paid $1, maybe $2. This is a Trifari necklace, but it's done by a famous designer, Kunio Matsumoto. $60. It's kind of a pretty neat modernist design. $60, not bad. I mean, people do like Trifari. Usually Crown Trifari does the best. But, oh, it's over, huh? Did it have a happy ending?
I couldn't tell you.
Did the ending make sense at all? There's his signature. Kunio Matsumoto, I think it was. Yeah, Kunio Matsumoto. He was in the Devil May Cry movie. He did the jewelry. Let's see. So far I showed you like 20 things I've sold. I'm just gonna go back about as far as my last $100 or so sale. Oh, this came back. Oh no, it didn't. Oh, this is an interesting item. This mother of pearl or shell jewelry that came out of Israel in the 60s.
I did something to mess it up.
Nah, it's fine. Just hit the button in the middle. The button in the middle.
I did.
Do it again. There you go. Oh.
And look.
Well, how many times did you hit it?
Once.
Okay, just give me that once.
Oh wait, there it goes.
Yeah, you got it. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I'll eject that and I'll give you the. See, the reason we were watching that Devil May Cry is because somebody asked us. It was listed on eBay and somebody wanted to buy it.
It was Devil Man, not Devil.
Devil Man. I don't know why I keep saying it. I'm thinking of the video game. Devil Man. Amon.
It made no sense.
Terrible movie.
The English
subtitles
were terrible.
Lots of brutality and violence, though.
And bloody.
On brutality
gross.
and violence and
I
gross.
didn't get the point of it.
And creativity, I give it an A+. But on watchability,
I didn't
understand and understandability,
they didn't explain what the monsters were.
D-. Well, they were devil monsters.
They didn't explain at the end when they didn't. There's this blonde guy that's in the beginning and at the end. They don't tell you who this freaking guy is.
I think he's an angel or something.
No, that's the guy with the wings.
What was the angel doing? I showed the angel.
He was standing there,
and his hair was blowing in the wind, right?
And then the guy just walks by him, like he's ignoring him, like he's mad at him.
Maybe he's invisible.
Like, what the hell?
I don't know. I didn't watch it. I half watched it. I just every time they chopped someone's head off, I looked up, and I was like, oh, they chopped another little kid's head off. All right. Anyway, vintage lacy carved mother of pearl panel bracelet, $62.50 and 5 bids. I'm not saying it's all the time, right? But sometimes this carved shell jewelry can do really well. And as you can see, it's carved. They took a piece of a shell, and look, they carved little lacy things in it. I don't know how they do that. You know what I mean? That looks really hard and complicated. Imagine how much workmanship went into that. Who was doing that kind of stuff? But there it is, and we got $62 for it. Usually you see pins. Have you ever had a bracelet before? Or just you've seen the pins?
No.
Okay. Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy PlayStation. I'm not even going to show it. $8. Long 4-strand multi-stone and glass bead necklace. Only $22. I'll just show it for half a second. Nothing to it. Here. It was natural stones and oh come on. I'm looking. Wait. I want it. There it is. There it is. It's multi-stone, whatever. 4-strand. It's pretty. $22. Would we sell this at a flea market if we could? Yes. But they're not buying that stuff, so whatever. So we're selling it on eBay. Then I had a run of games. Lego Batman for PS2, like $9. Oh, I bought a whole bunch of Blu-rays. Now, Blu-rays are another thing that are kind of hard to sell. I sell them at the flea markets for $2, 3 for $5. I sell them in the store at $3, 2 for $5. Anyone that's worth 8 and up, I'm just going to put on eBay because, to be honest, they just don't sell. And I don't have the patience to be like, I sold them to my friend Nick for $1.50 a piece because I paid $1 for them. And I was like, the ones I had on the shelves, I said, listen, dude, I paid $1 for them. Just give me $1.50 and take whatever you want. I don't give a crap. And he took a bunch. He probably took like the ones he thought would sell well for him at the Meadowlands. And I was like, fine, don't care, you know. All right, moving on. So anyway, $8. I don't list stuff like this to get rich. I actually don't even look for stuff like this. People just bring it to us. People bring us a lot of stuff in the store that, like, they bring us good stuff, but they also bring us stuff that we're like, it's like, I don't really want this. You know, I don't want to deal with this. You know, because a lot of stuff doesn't sell anywhere but eBay. And I have a big, giant eBay pile that just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I would like more of a flea market pile. And, I mean, I have plenty of stuff for the store. But I need junk for the flea market. I need stuff that I can sell really cheap. Here's another DVD, Raid 2. This is actually a pretty kick-ass movie. It was like non-stop fighting. If you get a chance, see Raid 1 and then see Raid 2. I think I've seen these, believe it or not, on Netflix, which is weird. I'm selling Blu-rays are on Netflix. A lot of 3, antique brass, fleur-de-lis. We've been making a lot of sales. Let's see how long this video is. That's 26 minutes. They're just little brass pins. You stick them in the wall, and you hang little tiny... What do you hang off those little things? Just like the little fleur-de-lis things? Like, you'd have to hang teeny little things. Like, I can... keys, maybe? Some, whatever. Little rods. Honora pearls sell. Not for a lot, because you see a necklace and 2 bracelets. Only got $40. But Honora pearls sell. We had the opportunity to buy a bunch more pearl bracelets that looked like they might have been Honora, right? But they weren't labeled as such. They're just like, nope, ain't touching them. Here's just some mini Barrington Bear plush things. They're ornaments. There were 5 of them, $5 a pop to make $25. Shipped for under £1, so they were worth dealing with. Okay, we're into about, I've shown about 30 items, so let's just keep going until, I think this was the last of those mini pottery crocks that I had. These things were tiny, but I still got $30. I didn't always get $30 for them. I got anywhere from like 20 to 30, I think. What was the most we sold for the mini crocs? Was it 30? Here, I'm going to show it next to the penny again.
I'm trying to write this.
Yeah, okay. I'll let you concentrate for now. But there it is. It's like next to a penny. It's really small. Really well done, though. Yeah. One of them I screwed up on. I sold for $3. So I actually lost money, like, on everything because it costs more to ship. Signed ESPO 925 Joseph Esposito. So ESPO stands for Joseph Esposito. Sterling silver mesh snap necklace. Actually, the necklace part of this is really nice. Let me just show a close-up. I mean, the mother of pearl pendant and frame was okay, but I really like the way that they made the mesh. It's nice. I got a feeling we didn't sell this for way more than scrap. Let's see if I got a weight on this. Yeah. Oh, 37 grams. So 37 grams is a little more than an ounce. So like probably 35 or something, and maybe 30 in scrap. I don't really know. What's this? Oh, an MMA pin. This one was actually really tiny. So it only sold for $12, but there it is next to a quarter. And it says MMA 1983 on the inside. MMA jewelry sells, not always for a lot of money. Sometimes for decent money. Justice League. Oh, here another Blu-ray DVD combo, $14.99. And I think this takes me to my last best sale of the week, which was for like $250. It's a perfume that I'll just sum up that sale again. I had it for, I'll just click on it and I'll show it and then I'm done. All right. 2,306. What? Oh no, that's somebody page view. All right, I had it on for 3 years. I had it for $349. someone was asked me some questions about, probably to see if I would respond. You know, is the string really sealed? Blah 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 blah. Can you give me any history? I was like, no, I can't tell you anything, but the string is attached. So she got back to me, said, would you take $250? And I was like, why not? You know, I know I didn't pay more than, I imagine the most I would have paid for this without knowing how much its value was, $10. You know, if I knew what it was worth, there are perfumes that I'm familiar with now that I'll pay up for. But if I bought this 3 years ago, I don't know what the hell it was. You know, I've only been getting into perfumes more and more recently. But Rojas is a good name. And also, let me just show one last thing. It was a numbered and limited edition. There it is. Let me just click that. So there. 182 of 600, I believe it was. Something like that. So that's pretty cool. You normally don't see that. 600 of those puppies, and probably most of them are gone by now. I think this lady cracked it right open and started like splashing some all over herself. Anyway, let me recap and finish up with my best sale of the week. You know what? Actually, let's see. When was my last big ticket item sale? It was 9/10. Today's 7, so it took me 7 days to sell another item for $100, and there it is. Anyway, as you can see, I sell a variety of interesting and unusual items. Not just video games and things like that. Not just toys or action figures. Just whatever. I'm one of those guys that likes to just keep it interesting and mixed up. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you learned a few things. Other than that, I am out of here. Goodbye.